Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. Today it's time to get into the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I am yet again on a Tuesday doing the video when I said I was going to do it on Mondays. But y'all know we in self-quarantine. I'm working from home. Yesterday I did a really good scrub on my face and I really moisturized and I just did not feel like putting makeup on. And if you all know me by now, these few months I've been on YouTube, I can't get on camera without makeup unless I'm doing a makeup tutorial. That's neither here nor there. I apologize for being late again, but let's get into it. Sunday night's episode was really good. We finally got to see the scene of if NeNe spit or if she did not spit at Kenya. I'm sure by now, if you're a Kenya stan, you know not to really watch my channel unless you just love reading me in the comments. I don't care. NeNe, you was wrong this episode too. But let's jump into it because I didn't take notes. You know, I like to just talk about some of my favorite scenes and let's discuss in the comments. The first thing, we open up the show with NeNe. NeNe is now not reading Kenya anymore like she was reading Kenya last week. This week, this episode, NeNe is ready to fight. NeNe is drunk. She's taking it way too far. She's not saying reads to be shady. She's poking at things to kind of get Kenya agitated. And then Kenya is doing what Kenya does. She wants someone to hit her so they can get fired from the show. Because she's like, if you're feeling froggy, leap. Of course, Marlo is holding NeNe back. The whole time, I'm like, why isn't anyone taking NeNe away from this scene? Because she said, I should spit on you. Now I'm taking it back. I feel like I saw something fly out of NeNe's mouth. I don't think it was spit. I think she was chomping on popcorn or sunflower seeds, and it seems like she spit some kind of shell out of her mouth, and it didn't go far. But NeNe was there. I think she wasn't all the way drunk. She knew to have some kind of self-control because I'm sure she's on thin ice from that closet episode last year. But anyway, it was still nasty, NeNe. We don't spit. I don't know if you're 52 or not. I know your girl Cynthia is, but I'm sure you close to 50 something, and we are way too old to be spitting at people. Like, I don't even know why Kenya ruffles your feathers so much. I don't get it. But Candy in the confessional, I was with Candy. She says the way NeNe is acting, spitting, deserves an ass whooping. I don't care what anybody is going through. I don't care what Kenya's going through. I don't care what NeNe's going through. You should know how to conduct yourself appropriately at all times. No one should get you at that level of anger, especially when Kenya really... What did she do to NeNe? Sometimes it's people you just don't like each other, but I really don't understand why they fell out so bad. Moving on. Kenya is still stressed, wants to talk about the reason why she hates NeNe so much is because she called my baby a buffalo. Like, she's like, I don't talk about nobody kids. We don't do the kids. And she called my baby a buffalo. Now, technically, the way it came out, she says, what are you carrying? A buffalo. NeNe, you did call her baby a buffalo, but I 100% wholeheartedly believe NeNe is also one who puts kids off the table. She was not calling your baby a buffalo. She was trying to read you. Her read just came out wrong. So for the technicality of it, NeNe, she apologized. She said, I didn't mean to call your baby a buffalo. I was trying to call you a buffalo. I'm sorry. That's not an apology, NeNe. But I can't stand Kenya so much, I don't care. It's just we apologizing for technicalities now. Like, Kenya, you knew she wasn't calling your baby a buffalo. NeNe hates you. She ain't that low and dirty where she hates your baby now. And so now NeNe apologizes, but Kenya don't want to accept. And Portia is trying to get to the bottom of it. Like, look, you all used to be friends, and everybody trying to butt in. And I saw on Instagram where Portia was like, I think I'm everybody mama, because she was like, like, shut up. Let me get this out because I want to squash this. And so Now Kenya seems like she doesn't want to accept the apology, and Portia's like, look, you're being passive aggressive. Like, either you're going to accept the apology or you're not. If you don't, just say you don't and we can move on. And so Kenya, she didn't really accept the apology, did she? I don't think so. Like, y'all get in the comments, let me know, because to me this is the stupidest fight I've ever seen on the Housewives of Atlanta. I'm with Portia. Like, seasons ago, you all used to be friends. I mean, you all used to shade each other. I think you all both fought to be the queen bee of the show. I think you both are turning it up so you can both sit right next to Andy at this non-reunion, because Andy done got the coronavirus, y'all. Y'all done heard. Andy has the coronavirus, so this postponed reunion, I bet money that we don't even get a reunion. We just gonna have to settle with them talking on Twitter. Because about time, if they do a reunion months from now, it would be different if Andy didn't test positive for coronavirus and maybe they just postponed it those 2 weeks of self-quarantine. But now that he's tested positive, I don't see anybody want to sit with him. Like, yeah, 2 weeks is over, but you just never know. And everyone is being extra cautious now. And say 1 or 2 months down the line and the show is over, because what can they have? It's episode 19. What do they have? Maybe 1 or 2 episodes left. In 2 months, we're going to be watching Potomac. And I am not going to care about y'all arguing over this cookie lady, Kenya and her husband, Kenya and NeNe. Who really, I don't care now about the what Eva and Portia got going on. Like, the reunion is going to be late. It's going to be tired. And I just say cancel it. Just, I don't know. What y'all think? Y'all still want to see this reunion? But moving on. So now, I guess they finally squashed it that them two just not going to be friends. Let's shut up for right now. Marlo wants the crown. Everyone has calmed down. Marlo says, I want to give it to Kenya. Marlo is like, told NeNe, when I talked to Kenya about my event, you going to have my back. Don't nobody have to have your back, Marlo. You can hold your own, for sure. But now Kenya was like, nah, if it's Marlo, I can't do it. She want to walk away. And it was like, no, Kenya, it's not fair. You got to address everyone else. Now you have to let Marlo address you. You already know where it's going. You only did one thing to Marlo this season. And so now Marlo wants to say, like, look, I just want to address the wig event. I really don't believe Marlo's selling cheap ass wigs anyway, but let's address it. Let's address it, because I don't know. You did XYZ at my wig event. I just want to know why, and I just feel like I deserve an apology. Kenya was like, you talked about my mother. Now, I can't remember why. It ain't funny. Because I do believe Marlo is one who crosses the line all the time. But Kenya is a line crosser to me too. So half the time I don't feel bad when people cross the line right back on her. But let's get back to what we're talking about here. She was like, you talked about my mother. I don't talk about mothers. I don't talk about kids. And I don't talk about husbands. And I'm like, bitch, you a lie. I said, bitch, you a lie. You talk about everybody's husbands, period. Now, true, I haven't heard you talk about kids, but you talked about people's mothers. Remember you said Sheree had on a tired-ass Mama Joyce wig, and Candy had to read you and check you real quick that season. So you have talked about mothers before. Maybe not to the extent. Marlo knows your buttons. And Marlo is one. And see, everyone on the show knows Kenya's buttons. Marlo is probably one of the only ones that's willing to hit you where it hurts. Because you're willing to hit everyone else where it hurts. You just did this bullshit with the cookie lady. Can't nobody call you a bitch, but you done called Tanya a C-U-N-T. It's like Kenya is the biggest hypocrite of the entire show. And I just can't stand watching her. Like, NeNe does her bullshit. Like, really, NeNe and Kenya are the exact same person. NeNe, I don't think NeNe messes with people's personal businesses and marriages the way Kenya does. But NeNe gets some. She's a hypocrite too, and she does shady shit too. And that's why they don't get along. They say two people who act just alike can't get along. I don't know. But now Kenya wants to up and leave. She got to read Marlo talking about, I don't talk about your mom, you talked about my mother and all the dirty shit you did to me. And now Marlo was like, look, I want to just say my piece. Kenya ups and leaves. Like, Marlo still gets to talk, I'm leaving. And I'm like, bitch, why you get to up and leave when anyone else is up and leave? And it's like, why can't you stay and talk it out? Why can't you listen? Like, I can't stand her. She double talks and is the hugest hypocrite. I cannot stand Kenya. And I can't stand Candy. Like, Candy, why are you running after Kenya? Like, y'all explain it to me in the comments. I don't get, when did Candy and Kenya become such good friends where Candy is running up chasing behind Kenya trying to get her to come back. I don't understand why Candy wanted Kenya to talk to NeNe so bad when you clearly can see NeNe is over there drunk off of the goose. That huge ass bottle of Grey Goose. Her and Marlo been drinking all night. Why do you want Kenya to go talk to this lady after she done just spit at her? Let Kenya leave. Like, true enough, it was her time to go poke, 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 poke. But she the only one on this season doing shit. Moving on. Kenya can send insults to other people, but can't no one insult her. I wrote down that I hate Kenya. I do. I don't really hate her, but I really dislike her on the TV. I didn't mind it when Kenya was gone last season. Now, I'm going to say something controversial, and it's probably going to it's probably going to make me sound so hypocritical and go against everything I've just said the past 10 minutes. But to me, okay, I don't like to see Kenya on my TV screen, but Kenya is the only one this season bringing us the drama. She's the only one willing to go there with people. She's the only one stirring up the shit, even though it's bullshit. No one else is doing anything. Everyone wants to play peacemaker. Not everyone can be peacemaker. Not everyone could be, oh, let's talk it out, let's work it out. Like, somebody has to get into it to have you work it out with someone. And this season is very boring. I feel like next season, once they go to, you only get paid for the episodes that you get shown in. I feel like everyone is going to turn it up next season. We're going to see a lot of bullshit next season. But let's just let this season be over, please. Because I'm tired of NeNe and I'm tired of Kenya. It's draining. So now we on to the next day, because I'm over it. I'm like everyone else. I'm over it. We came to Greece to party, not to sit here and beg NeNe and Kenya to be friends. So the next day, you have Candy, Cynthia go check on their girl Kenya. And Kenya gets to read NeNe more and cry more about her situation. I don't care. I don't care. Like, and then I wrote down Cynthia is delusional, because she was like, well, the only one that worked out their problems was me and Kenya. Like, she apologized. I accepted. I'm like, Cynthia, you are never going to see or understand that Kenya is not your real friend. Like, to me, everyone is like, Kenya is so nice off camera. She bought my baby a basket. She helped me plan my wedding. She wrote me this loving note, sent me like, fuck all that bullshit. I'm sorry for cursing, y'all. But forget all that. Be the nice person to me on camera that you are off camera. Don't come on camera and shade me, shade my business, re-gift gifts that I've given, not want to have an understanding with me. Don't bring the bullshit on camera and then want to be this angel off camera, because we don't see what y'all doing off camera. So all we see is how Kenya is treating you on camera, and on camera Kenya is not your friend. Now, if y'all have some kind of understanding where on camera I'm gonna let Kenya shade me and treat me like shit, but that's still my girl, I understand she just doing this for her coins, then say that. But don't come to me 2 months later like, oh, but she bought my baby a basket and I love her so much. Like, bitch, she done talk shit about you all season. All season. I ain't seen her buy your baby no basket. But moving on, because Tanya, Portia, and NeNe over here talking, and it's one of them scenes where everyone talking about the night before, discussing XYZ, and we seeing everyone's opinions being talked out at the same time. At that time, all I said was, NeNe, that red little flowy poolside outfit you had on, NeNe was dressed. NeNe was dressed by the pool. I'm going to give it to NeNe right there. I don't want to revisit all those conversations. Now they get to go to Lindsay Lohan's pool house or pool club, beach club, whatever it's called. It looked very nice. It looks like somewhere, if it's still open, I heard it wasn't even open no more, but if it's still open and I ever get to make it to Greece, I would go there. It looked very nice, looked very fun. I like when they get to play games together, break the ice. Candy even put people together that wouldn't normally pick each other for a team, and they got along for the fun of the games. Um, it's fun. I like watching them have fun like that. Like, I could watch that. Not everything has to be shady in reads, and the little bit of reads you give when you're having fun is fun reads where we can hee and ha ha at each other. So I enjoyed the beach club. Everyone looked nice in their swimsuits. I really liked it. Um, NeNe, the past two episodes, been calling Kenya a blow up booty. And mind you, I kind of peeped Kenya's booty when they did that charity event with her husband. It looked kind of weird in that dress. In this two-piece Kenya, in that two-piece swimsuit Kenya, I ain't gonna read nobody for their two-piece. Because I like to wear a good two-piece to the beach. And I don't give a fuck what nobody say about me at the beach. So I guess Kenya don't give a fuck what nobody else have to say about her. But I ain't gonna say nothing. Moving on. We all seen each other. We all seen it together. So let's move on. Now they're back at the house. They're having a Grecian goddess party. I did not write out all the goddesses everyone picked out. I thought it was great. I learned some things because I didn't even know. I mean, I knew that it was that a lot of goddesses in the Greek mythology and the Greek history, but I ain't learn it and I ain't take the time to learn it. But I thought that was fun. Everyone looked nice because I wanted to pick out who had the best dress. Everyone looked good. The only one that looked off was Candy. Shaking my head. I liked Candy's dress, but it didn't look Grecian goddess to me. It just looked like a red dress with one shoulder. Whatever. But everyone looked good. I could not pick out the best dress because usually Marlo slays, and Marlo had on like a little mini dress, but Marlo slayed the best headpiece. That headpiece Marlo had on was everything. It was all diamond encrusted. Like, it looked like those Greek Thor feathers like this. It wasn't just a thin little thing. It was everything. But it didn't match the dress. Your dress was black and gold, but you had on a diamond headpiece. You should have had on black and silver, but that's just me. Tanya's headpiece I love, but we've seen it before on Kimber in Ready to Love. Like, I love that headpiece that Tanya had on. I gotta find that headpiece. I love that. Everyone else looked Grecian. I kind of like Cynthia's dress the most just because of all that glitter and sparkle and the way it just reflected off of the light of the pool and the moon. Cynthia's dress was bad, but everyone looked amazing. Okay, moving on from that. Now we having dinner together. Them damn cats jumped in the food. I would never want to eat outside. I can't eat. Like, my dog, he does like to jump. He's sitting right here next to me. If I am eating, he will sit dead in your face and just wait for you to drop something. Sometimes he'll jump in my lap and I have to push him like, Luke Angelo, move. I'm trying to eat. So that is aggravating, but that's my dog. These are stray cats, stray dogs wandering everywhere, jumping in people's food. Like, I could only eat in the house if I was in Greece. But they had a good time eating, socializing, and then they come to the event where Cynthia and Candy think it's a good idea to role play a skit. You be NeNe, I be Kenya, and let's show them, make fun of them and how they was acting. At first, I thought NeNe was down, but I think because it took them too long to start, because I think Candy went off and got a chair or something. They should have just went right into it because NeNe was here for it. And I think the more she sat there and thought about, like, they getting ready to shade me. Now she got to go to the bathroom and she ain't coming back. So whenever you want to do something like that next time, Candy and Cynthia, go right into it. Just go right into it. And if NeNe get mad, let her get mad, get up and leave in the middle of it. But I think it took y'all too long, and she thought about it a good minute and was like, nah, you hoes ain't getting ready to shade me. So NeNe gets up and leaves. What y'all think about that? What y'all think about NeNe not being able to sit there and let other people make fun of her? Now, I'm going to tell you why I think NeNe got up and left. One, if it maybe would have been Candy and Portia, maybe NeNe would have stayed. If it would have been Portia and Tanya, NeNe might have been here for it. But because it was Candy and Cynthia, the two people that NeNe wholeheartedly believes is in an alliance with Kenya, her enemy, she wasn't here for it. Like, it was the wrong people. What's that? I'm sorry, y'all. It's a TikTok that I'll be watching, and they go like, you got the right something, but the wrong bitch. I'm gonna have to figure out what they say on that TikTok. But that's why I think NeNe left. Like, it could have been Marlo and Portia, even Marlo and Cynthia. But because it was Candy and Cynthia, NeNe wasn't here for it. Y'all had the wrong bitches. It was a good idea, but the wrong bitches playing the parts. Because we all know y'all not gonna shade Kenya. Y'all gonna be on Kenya's side. Because y'all have already picked a side this trip. And so that was funny. Why production, NeNe had to fight with production. They want her to stay in the scene. She was like, no, I'm done. I'm done. Over it. That's all I wrote down because this episode didn't give as much as the last week's episode. Next week's episode looks like it's going to give nothing. Like, what event is Portia doing? Is it an event for these sheets and pillowcases? Because I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. Why haven't you done the Go Naked event? That's where your money at. Don't nobody want these sheets and pillowcases. But moving on, Ace is going to cry next week. He going to be Riley 2.0. I miss my mommy. Why are you putting that on TV, Candy? Why we got to see the baby crying, missing his mama? I understand you doing what you got to do. And as a lot of us do what we have to do, and the kids miss us, and they get over it. I understand. I ain't mad at it, but I'm like, why we gotta watch the baby cry on TV next week? And that's it. Like, that next week is episode 20. They usually get 20 episodes. How many are they gonna get? Because we already know that the season ends with Candy's baby shower, and the baby shower not next week. So what are y'all getting? 21? How long is this gonna go? When is Potomac coming on? Because I'm tired. I'm tired of this season. Potomac looks good. Let's get to the other ladies. We're not getting a reunion, so let's go ahead and get this over and get into what's next. Y'all get in the comments. Let me know what y'all thought about this week's episode. I ain't too mad at it. I'm not too mad at it. But I'm on my little break, my little work from home break. I put little curls in my head. Let me get back to work, y'all. And I will talk to y'all later. I promise I'm going to try to be on time with my videos. But subscribe. If you're not a member of the Kiss My Cheeks family, go ahead and subscribe. I do a lot of videos, makeup videos, reality TV videos, and just some girl talk videos in there too. And like, comment, share. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.